So in this video, I'm going to be talking about simple strategies, simple things that you can do while offering Tylenol to your child. So if you're new here, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am so excited to have you here. I am Dr. Amara and I help you make better health and nutrition choices for your children and also for your family, which you would also benefit from, right? So today we're going to be talking a lot about how to, the better way to use Tylenol. And I want to start by saying that I understand. I am also a parent. I know that there are times when Tylenol cannot be, can be unavoidable. You may just have to find yourself using it for your child. One of the things I want to say is that there is nothing wrong in using Tylenol, but one of the things at the same time, right? At the same time, I also want to say that it doesn't have to always be your first approach. So I wrote a book here, and one of the things that that made me write this book is to be able to educate parents on having being natural or holistic minded about illnesses, knowing that the over-counter medications, just knowing that medications don't always have to be your first approach. Yes, you may or you would use medications, but there are other things that that you could do instead of just offering medications as a first approach. So the goal here is that you don't want to, at the slight onset of any form of common illness, you are popping a tablespoon or a teaspoon of Tylenol into your child's mouth. You want to begin to look at illnesses from a root cause approach. Okay, could it be the immune system is crying for help? Could it be that the body just needs a little bit of support to fight off this illness? Or could it also be that the body just needs the body is tired of fighting and needs Tylenol to kind of just support? But the goal here is not having these medications as a first approach. So one of the things I emphasized here is that, even though my book is a natural, remedy approach, I still have recommendations on, recommendations on much better, over-the-counter medications that, parents can definitely check on if they eventually want to give medications. But the goal here is it shouldn't be our first approach. We should have a root cause approach to illness. So now let's talk about it. Why are people, kind of limiting or avoiding Tylenol? And that's because I talked about that here. I dedicated a particular chapter to just Tylenol, and it's a natural support protocol for Tylenol and Ibruprofen, which is also known as acetaminophen. I'm going to write it down here. And it is just because it's been shown that this Tylenol or Ibuprofen can potentially damage the liver cells. And so to be able to protect your child's liver while they are taking this Tylenol, you may have to do a couple of things. And I also want to note that it's a long use. So if your child is not taking Tylenol like 3 times a day, right? It's when it is taken over time. I would say if it is taken over time, the tendency that it could harm the liver gets higher and higher as the dosages increase. But either way, even if you're going to give it once or twice, there is no harm in making sure that you protect their growing liver while they are taking that medication temporarily. So like I said, the first thing here is we want to protect, and I'm reading from my textbook, I'm reading from my book, sorry. So the first thing here is we want to protect the liver, and the best antioxidant that protects the liver is called glutathione, right? Glutathione. I'm going to write it as well. It's called glutathione. And one of the major nutrients that, that is a building block for glutathione is called NAC. But other than that, let's look at what can you do. So the question here would be, I'm giving my child Tylenol, maybe there's a fever going on and I've tried everything, all the natural approaches, nothing is working out, or my pediatrician or doctor has prescribed or recommended that we do Tylenol. What do I do? Number one, you can offer vitamin C. So one of the things here that I noted in my book is that vitamin C is part of the body's antioxidant network, and it helps to replenish the glutathione levels. So you can offer with vitamin C. So number 2 is selenium is also another nutrient that can protect the glutathione levels. So you can do that by offering selenium rich food. It doesn't have to be, you can start giving your child supplement. Like, I am a huge fan of using food as medicines, and I'm just turning my book just in case. Things like Brazil nuts, seafood, organ meats like beef and liver can provide that nutrient to your child. You can also provide NAC, so it is N-acetylcysteine. I'm going to write it down here. You can provide foods that are rich in NAC, which is just foods that are high in protein, like eggs, like chicken, like beef. So these are things that you can do to protect the liver while your child is taking Tylenol. So like I said, number 1, you can offer vitamin C, either vitamin C rich foods like citrus, broccoli, strawberries, foods that are high, or fruits or vegetables that are high in vitamin C, or alongside you can offer them with some Brazil nuts, or maybe add some 1 or 2 Brazil nuts into your child's puree if it's a child over 6 months. But if it's a child under 6 months, you may just go ahead and give a vitamin C supplement. But please, I am not a medical doctor. This is not and would never be medical advice. Go ahead and make sure you speak to your doctor before taking starting any health protocol. But this is just to inform and educate you. So you can also, you can also offer beef liver capsules or beef liver meals. They are high in NAC and they can help protect the glutathione levels, which also would protect the liver. So just a recap: number 1, you can offer vitamin C rich foods or a high quality vitamin C supplement. You can also offer foods that are rich in selenium, like Brazil nuts, seafood, and even organ meats like liver. You can offer foods that are rich in NAC, and this can be a child above 6 months. You can offer eggs, chicken, or even beef, right? Or you can also offer beef liver. It can either be in a capsule or be cooked, as from the farm. Whichever one, this would help. Number 1, increase and support the glutathione levels, which protects the liver. So the reason why we are doing this is to ensure that, just in case your child's liver is still developing and is young and still developing, you just want to provide that extra protection. One of the things I usually really love to do is I give, just to say, as I have my vitamin C supplement, so I, at the same time, in the case where I am giving a Tylenol, I just go ahead and give it alongside with vitamin C, right? So, and then I just try to make sure that whatever I am making at that time, so if it's a food, maybe I'm offering eggs, or I'm offering chicken, or I'm offering things like beef liver meals, or I'm offering foods that are high in selenium, but I'm just mindful of the nutrition around that time. So just to let you know, but like I said, your first approach should not be Tylenol. There are a couple of natural things you can do to help the fever get better without having to touch Tylenol. But in the event, or in the case where you find yourself giving Tylenol, these are a few things that you can do. Please let me know if this was helpful. If you have any questions, please put them down in the comments, and please, before you go, subscribe to my channel. This would really help me, get to other people and serve more families. I look forward to that support. Click the subscribe button and like the video so that it can also get across to other families or other parents like you. And go ahead and share this video to any parent who you know that would, find this helpful. And if you have any questions, leave them in the chat. The link to this book, in case you're looking to learn more about holistic and natural remedies for children, would also be in the chat. You can grab a copy. It also comes with a masterclass that would educate you on a balanced approach. Not just, this book is not just about making you be natural or nothing, but you can use the best of both worlds, both natural and also medicine as well. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you've not subscribed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.